Good afternoon. Good afternoon. To start, just with injury updates, CJ and Jalen will be out. Both guys are progressing. They're doing better. But right now with the short turnaround, game on Thursday, just don't have enough days for those guys to be available. All right, I'm done.
Can you talk about how good it is just to see them advanced enough to be out there?
Say that one more time.
How good it feels just to have them out there at least.
Yeah, it's really encouraging just to see both guys out, being able to practice and go through those things. So it is encouraging to see that they are making those steps to get themselves back healthy.
What does James Cook do so well at the running back spot for Buffalo?
Yeah, James does a really good job, I think, of really when they're running the outside zone, he presses his blocks really well. So when he cuts it back with speed, just has a really good feel for the zone scheme that they run. And he has a really good feel for just finding that open area. They do a good job of running off the ball from the offensive line, and he hits it fast and aggressive, and he's a tough tackle. So it's going to take, how we play anyway, it's going to take everybody getting to the ball, swarming the football, just multiple hats, trying to surround him as best we can to get him down.
What are some of the things that they do on defense that may give you all trouble in offense?
With their defense, I think they play fast. Like they're going to have a lot of change-ups, a lot of different calls. They do a good job of mixing things very well, making it look the same. So they do a good job of disguising their calls. But those guys, they play fast. Good guys on the edges with Bosa, Russo, and then inside, they're nickel, they're backers. They're smaller guys, but they play fast. They play physical. They attack the football really well as a defense. They've done a really nice job of forcing fumbles. But we have to do a really even better job of protecting the ball, whoever touches it.
I know y'all want to run the ball well every game, but how important to this matchup specifically with running the football and being able to do that consistently will that be to y'all winning the game?
Yeah, running the ball, for me, it's always a key. No matter who you're playing, who's your opponent, you got to run it well. That's just – when you can dictate and control the line of scrimmage, it just opens up your playbook a lot more. So the run game is vital. Of course, it's going to take all 11 guys blocking really well, being detailed in what we're doing, and our backs just finishing.
What are the challenges of deciding when to and not use a spy as a defensive coordinator? And when someone is spying on the quarterback, how hard is that for the player itself? Because a lot of times we talk about it, we're like, we should put a spy on him, and it's like it stops Josh Allen from running. What are the challenges of that?
Yeah, each scheme has their own philosophy of how they use a spy, and I know it's easy for everybody to just say, "Oh, spy the quarterback," but what are you doing? You're standing there watching him throw the ball, or what are you actually doing with that spy player? But I won't get into specifics of what we're doing, but some teams use it, it works well. Some teams use it doesn't. It's just what's your personnel? How do you attack? Their scheme, and what are you looking to accomplish by using a spy?
Coach, with so much being talked about as far as backups receiving reps with the first team, how much of that did you all get? How many reps did Davis take as far as OTAs, training camp, and things like that to be ready and be prepared for him to start week 3?
Yeah, really, during our spring practices, Davis took the bulk of the reps. CJ was out, with a shoulder injury during the OTAs, so Davis had a bulk of our reps in the spring. He's got a ton of reps in training camp, and he's banked reps now over the past 3 games. So he's done a good job of what we're asking him to do, and just expecting him to keep going out and keep getting better. And that's what just has him to just operate the offense efficiently, do what he's capable of doing, and it's worked for us. So we just got to ask him, just like every other player, man, you just do your best. That's all we ask for every guy. Do your best, and everybody doing their best will put us in position to win the game.
When it comes to Jaden Higgins and his progression, was this last game perhaps a step for him? Did you see some strides? And what do you think?
Yeah, Jaden's been playing well. It's just a matter of if we get the football to him and everybody can see it. But when we target him, it's high percentage chance he's coming down with the football and making plays for us.
In particular, to piggyback off your answer about Davis, what in particular has impressed you most about what he's been able to do to keep you all in positions to win games and ultimately win
Davis is just doing his job. I know it gets heightened with the quarterback position, but it's no different than any other position, right? You got to go out, you got to execute the fundamentals, the details of your job the right way, and that's what he's done. That's all we're asking him to do.
I was talking to a lot of defensive guys yesterday, and the theme all of them was like they have a sacrificial love for each other. Their willingness to sacrifice and die on the field, as Henry said, for their teammates. When do you install that? How do you get that, that mentality in your defense, and how important is it?
You get that mentality by guys just building that bond, that chemistry through, the summer workouts, the spring practices, training camp. Those guys just growing that close bond together, right? And it's all about relationships and what we do here. It's hard. We know we have a tough job, and those guys, nobody knows what those guys really go through except them, right? And that's that special bond that they have that allows them to, play for each other, play fast, play physical, lay it on the line for each other each week. That's truly just all about them. It has nothing to do with me.
Game by game, view every game as a big game. There's some important implications with this game. How do you kind of get your team to just focus on the moment and not think about the potential scenarios that come along with whether you win or lose a game of this magnitude?
Yeah, I don't know the scenarios. I never talk about a scenario. It's football, and that doesn't change to me no matter what the stand, all that stuff. It doesn't matter, honestly. Like when the ball is snapped, nobody's thinking about, oh, we're going to play harder because of the standing. Like if you're playing here in Houston, I expect you to play hard no matter when we're playing, whether it's preseason 1 or it's the playoff. Like it should look exactly the same when you turn our tape on. It doesn't matter who we're playing, where we're playing, when we're playing. It should always look the same.
Brian was involved in a lot of plays early. It looked like maybe Tennessee was kind of picking on him a little bit, then he settled down. What'd you make of his performance? And a guy like Miles, who was a backup and now you guys start, how much easier is it after he kind of gets into a starter's rhythm?
Yeah, Miles has done a great job for us. Miles is one of our most dependable guys. Like a guy you can call up, whether he's practice squad, you call him up, any position. We really ask Miles to do. Like he can go out there and function and do it at a high level. Credit to Miles just for how he's wired, how he studies. Like he's does a great job of communicating, helping other guys on the field. Like he's that coach out there for us. Like he's just such a smart player, knows where to be, and he made some plays for us in that game to help us. So, expect to see him back out there again, getting even better this week.
Bills are one of the better teams in the NFL in terms of passing yards allowed. What are some of the things that makes it difficult to drive the ball down the field against them through the air?
Yeah, look, this defense these guys have played together for a while. They know their scheme. They execute it very well. Right? They have really good coaches. They have good players. They're all tied in together. You don't see, a ton of mistakes on these guys' tape. They're gonna be tight in coverage. They're gonna play as well. So you got to go earn it versus these guys, right? And we got to do our job just collectively as a team, just playing this game the right way, playing complementary football. Everybody playing together, special teams, making impact plays for us, offense, sustaining drives, and defense, getting the critical stops when we need to.
Obviously, you guys are one of the best teams in the league in terms of you guys match coverage and things of that nature. It can sometimes look like man once the routes kind of get developed. Obviously, Josh likes to run around and hold the ball a decent amount. It's kind of like that balance of at times wanting to keep eyes on Josh, but also still wanting to execute you guys' approach and things of that nature, which is kind of that overall balance of just trying to keep the defense in the best situation regarding a quarterback like that.
Yeah, we understand Josh is one of the most dynamic quarterbacks when it comes to buying time and being able to escape the rush. Like he's big, physical guy. He can ward off defenders. And he can throw the ball as far as he needs to throw it. Like such an awesome arm talent, smart player, knows how to buy time. And it's not just him buying time. I think schematically they've done a good job of their receivers being tied into when he scrambles, where they're going. So it's not just backyard ball. It's very coordinated in what they do and where they are. So defensively for our guys, you have to keep rushing. You have to keep covering. However long it takes, you got to keep going, right? We know it's going to be extended plays. It's going to take time. He's going to buy time no matter what you do. You just have to be able to close it out by the D-line. If not, then if he puts the ball up, we expect our secondary guys to close it out and go up and make a play.
Coach, right after the game finished on Sunday, you talked to the players about getting ready because of the short week. Could you talk about how much extra hours for everybody here in the building takes to prepare in such a short amount of time?
With it being a short week playing on a Thursday, it takes a lot of commitment from our coaches, players, our support staff. So I talked about after our game, like we have to hit the recovery process going, man, as quickly as possible to get guys' bodies ready to go. And these guys are in the building, like we have to cram our entire game plan in a couple of days. And so it takes some extra studying, it takes some extra work for coaches, longer hours being here, players, longer hours being out. Not just physically they're tired, their bodies haven't fully recovered, but we got to go out and we have to work, right? We don't pick when the games are, but we know we're exhausting all our resources, doing everything that we could possibly do to be prepared and ready to go on Thursday. All right, thank you guys.